What's up, guys? Welcome back to Mr.Larenzo. Today we'll be making a boat, and let's get right into it. So, here we'll just take the line, bring it out. We'll take some wedges, drag them up a little bit, and then we're going to take this symmetry and then put it on the x-axis. Do a couple of these. You'll see how we do this. We'll take these inverse pyramids and make it in this position right here, and then drag it up all the way to there, and do that for all of them. And then we'll take this, lay them like that, and you can add as many more as you want. I guess we'll just add a couple more, or one. If you do something like this, you can just take a pyramid and stick it in there right there. And like voila, you have the front of your ship. Fill it in like that, and then fill it in on the sides like that. And then go to the back and fill that in. Then for the deck, you can take this and do it in there, or you can do it on the very top if you don't want side panels. I prefer the side panels just so you don't fall off as easy. And then you want to be able to get it on your creation, so you'll want a ladder. Those three, and those three. Search up ladder. And then like so. And then we're going to make an engine. If you would like a tutorial on the engine, you can go to my last video on how to make a small engine, and you'll figure out how to make an engine there. Now that we've got our engine, we can look at our RPS. So we'll take our RPS, get a pipe, an angled pipe, put it in right there, and then we'll get a straight pipe right there, and then we'll drag this there, angle it down towards the seawater, go down some, get another angled pipe, there. We could probably take it down one more. Pretty good. And then we're going to grab a small propeller. There are a couple different types of propellers, but we're just going to use a small one for today, as it is one of the most simplest, and you will start out with. So you want to make sure that your arrow is pointing in the direction you want to go, which is straight. That's good. And now we're going to put a clutch. So what the clutch does is it says, hey, stop the RPS from coming until I say go. So we'll get a clutch, put it in there. Now we need to manage all this. So we'll get a seat. And we're going to add a couple things for buttons and dials. Another dial. And then we'll get a battery to power everything. There we go. Now we'll hook everything up from the logic tab. We'll hit the electricity, and we'll just select everything like so. Now, you might want to go in reverse, so we'll get a gearbox. We're going to face it towards the engine to get more speed, and we can do away from the engine to get more torque for a bigger ship or a car or anything you have. We'll get some power on that, and we'll be good. So we're going to go back to our logic, and then grab one of these buttons, hook that up to the start of the engine, and for the throttle, We're just going to take the up down. Now the up down is set to reset it. We don't want that because if you go up, it'll just come right back down. So we want that to be sticky. And we'll name it the engine throttle. What that stickiness does is it keeps it where you have it. So you might want that on your clutch or not. I'm going to put it on my clutch. So we'll not be having to go up and down all the time. And you might also want to know what your RPS is. So you take your RPS. We can hook it up to style. Name it RPS. Take that, make it a 0. And then take this, make it a 20. We'll make this one in the middle our speed, as you will want to know how fast you're going. Make it a 0. And we'll say we can go maybe 30. Then we can have maybe our temperature. And we can hook all this up except for the speed. We'll look at that in a second. Now you might also want to have a light if it's dark outside or you're trying to do a mission at night. Something like that. Like that, bam. Get up with some power. And then we're going to put that on a little hotkey, which you can do with your numbers on your keyboard. And then we'll name it light. You're also going to want to have a reverse as we did a second ago. We'll connect that to our gearbox and then we'll name the button reverse. You also want the other button to be named starter. And there you go. You're also going to need to be able to turn, which is a very key factor. You can drive your boat. You can put a little wedge here, make it look nice, and then grab a rudder. Now we can hook that up to the electricity and our A and D on our seat for left and right. And there we go. For stability, for just a simple person like me and you, we could probably put some weight here in the bottom. Search up weight, grab it, and then do like that. Now for the speed sensor that I was telling you about, we'll search up linear, which is just fancy for straight, and it only measures speed in a straight line. So put that there. It tells you, hey, you're going 22 in this 22 miles per hour or however fast in straight and forward or straight and back. So that'll be pretty useful. So say you're going 10 miles forward, 10 miles per hour forward, it'll say 10, or say you're going 5 miles per hour backwards, it doesn't say -5, it just says 5 again. So there you go. You have a boat, you can paint it. I usually paint mine a little bit. I have a couple swatches. That's usually my deck swatch. You can paint the whole red. Want to, I'm not really doing it for any show, but can if you would like. Usually don't have this top part red. But it's okay. Then we'll jog this bottom part. And that's okay for now. Let's go ahead and test it. Alright, so it's floating. That's pretty good. That means we have some progress. Climb up on this ladder. Get in the seat. As you can see, we are kind of turning a little bit. We do have a little bit more weight on the right side because of the fuel tank. But that's okay. Get our starter. Throttle up. Oh, our RPS is over here. I'm so sorry. And then again, our RPS was in the middle, but our speed's in the middle. And then we can get going. As you can see, our temperature is rising. I'm gonna hit W, and you see the back, we're getting some little air bubbles. Oops. Hit this side, and we're filling. And you can hit caps lock, go up on the trim, WSD, and there it'll stay there. If you didn't hit reset, if you didn't hit sticky. And now we can go. We turn that down a little bit. Still going a little fast. We can hit A, go left, E, go right. It is a little bit fast. That's okay. We could also put it in reverse. You can see we're going backwards. And then go back forward. If we hit 1, isn't that dark yet, but our light is working, as you can see. Off, on, off, on. Our paint job looks pretty good. Oops. But as you can see, it is working. So, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope you will see the next one that'll come out in around 2 or 3 days. So I'll see you next time, and have fun stormworksing.